Hello students, welcome to the first video of chapter 1, Solid State. In this video we shall study types of solids and classification of crystalline solids. Think, do all defective materials turn up discarded? Well, think again. They might be present in your jewelries, studded with precious and semi-precious stones. These stones with eye-catching color and shine are due to their crystalline structure, with presence of trace quantities of mostly transition elements which are generally called as impurities. So, to know more about these precious stones, we are studying solid-state substances. As studied earlier, the solid state of matter is characterized by strong interparticle forces of attraction. So, most solids have definite shape and volume, which change only slightly with change in temperature and pressure. The smallest constituent particles of various solids are atoms, ions, or molecules. All such smallest constituent particles of solids will be referred to as particles only in this chapter. Let us see some types of solids. First, crystalline solids and amorphous solids. A solid is said to be crystalline if the constituent particles of the solid, like atoms, molecules, or ions, are arranged in definite geometric pattern. Example, salt, sugar. A solid is said to be amorphous if the constituent particles of the solid are not arranged in any regular pattern. Example, tar, rubber, glass, plastic, etc. This is a pictorial representation of crystalline solid and amorphous solid. You can see definite geometric pattern in crystalline solid and irregular pattern in amorphous solid. Let us see the characteristic properties of crystalline and amorphous solids one by one. Crystalline solids, a regularity and periodicity in the arrangement of constituent particles. Amorphous solid, the constituent particles are randomly arranged. Crystalline solids, the order arrangement of particles extends over a long range. Amorphous solids, the order of arrangement of particles do not have long range ordered structure. Crystalline solids have sharp melting points. Amorphous solids do not have sharp melting points. Crystalline solids having cubic structure are anisotropic. That is, their physical properties are different in different directions. Amorphous solids are isotropic. That is, their physical properties are same in all directions. Example of crystalline solids: salt, molecular formula NaCl. Amorphous solids: glass, rubber, etc. The next type of substances: isomorphous solids. Two or more solid substances having same crystal structure are called isomorphous. Iso means same, morph means form. So having same form, same crystal structure. Isomorphous substances contain atoms in the same atomic ratio. Example, NaCl and MgO having similar atomic ratio 1:1. Sodium nitrate and calcium carbonate having same atomic ratio 1:1:3. However, all the substances which have the same atomic ratio may or may not be isomorphous. For example, sodium chloride and potassium chloride both have atomic ratio 1:1, but they are not isomorphous. They do not have same crystal structure. Next type of solid, polymorphous solids. A single substance which exists in two or more crystalline forms under different conditions is called polymorphous solid. Polymorphs of a substance are formed under different conditions. Example, alpha quartz, beta quartz, and cristobalite are several forms of silica. If the substance is an element, then different polymorphic forms are also called as allotropic forms. Example, diamond, graphite, and fullerene are three polymorphic forms of carbon which are also called as allotropes of carbon. This is the pictorial representation of polymorphs of silica, cristobalite, alpha quartz, and beta quartz. The further classification of crystalline solid is given in a tabular form as follows: molecular crystals, ionic crystals, network crystals, also known as covalent crystals, and metallic crystals. Molecular crystals are further classified into non-polar, polar, and hydrogen bonded depending on the type of bond present in the particles. First, let us study ionic crystals. Ionic crystals have the following characteristics. The constituent particles of ionic crystals are charged ions. The cations and anions may differ in size. Each ion of a given sign of charge is bonded to ions of opposite charge around it by a Coulomb force. In other words, the particles of ionic crystals, that is cations and anions, are held by electrostatic force of attraction between oppositely charged ions. Ionic crystals are hard and brittle, that is, they can be broken very easily, and they have high melting points. These are non-conductors of electricity in solid state. However, they are good conductors when melted or dissolved in water. Example, common salt in solid state cannot conduct electricity, but a salt solution can undergo electrolysis, can conduct electricity. This is the pictorial representation of ionic crystals where cations and anions are arranged in a proper network. Metallic solids. In a solid metal, the valence electrons are delocalized, that is, moving over the entire crystal, leaving behind positively charged metal ions. Therefore, metallic crystals are often described as an array of positive ions immersed in a sea of mobile electrons. The attractive interactions between cations and mobile electrons constitute the metallic bonds. The positively charged cations here are also called as kernels. Metallic crystals have the following properties. Metals are malleable, that is, they can be hammered into thin sheets. Metals are ductile, that is, they can be drawn into wires. Metals have good electrical and thermal conductivity. Some examples of metals are sodium, potassium, calcium, lithium. Fe is ferrum, that is iron. Au is aurum, that is gold. Ag is argentum, that is silver. Co is cobalt, etc. This is a pictorial representation of malleability of metals, where by applying force, the layers of cations and electrons can move over each other, making the metals malleable. Next type of crystals are covalent network crystals. The characteristics are as follows. The constituent particles in covalent network solids are atoms. The atoms in these crystals are linked by a continuous system of covalent bonds. The result is a rigid three-dimensional network that forms a giant molecule. The entire crystal is a single molecule. As a result of rigid and strongly bonded structure, covalent network crystals are very hard. In fact, they are the hardest and most incompressible of all the materials. These crystals have high boiling and melting points. The electrons are localized in covalent bonds and hence are not mobile. As a result, covalent solids are poor conductors of heat and electricity. Next class of crystal is molecular crystals. Substances such as Cl2, H2O2, CH4, CO2 on solidification give molecular crystals. Crystalline organic compounds are also molecular solids. The bonds within the molecules are covalent, while two molecules are held together by various intermolecular forces of attraction. Based on these intermolecular forces of attraction, the molecular crystals are further classified into three types. They are non-polar molecular solids, polar molecular solids, and hydrogen bonded molecular solids. Let us see their characteristic one by one. Non-polar molecular solids are soft, insulator of electricity, having very low melting point. The intermolecular forces are dispersion or London forces. Examples of non-polar molecular solids are argon, CCl4 that is carbon tetrachloride, hydrogen, carbon dioxide, methane, etc. The polar molecular solids are soft, insulator of electricity, low melting point, intermolecular forces of dipole-dipole interaction, example hydrochloric acid, sulfur dioxide, etc. The hydrogen bonded molecular solids are hard, insulator of electricity, low melting point, the intermolecular forces of hydrogen bonds, example water in the form of ice, ammonia and HF. This table represents the properties of 4 different types of solids one by one. Let us see the properties. In ionic solids, the particles of unit cells are cations and anions. In covalent solids, the particles of unit cell are atoms. In molecular solids, particles of unit cell are monoatomic or polyatomic molecules. In metallic solids, the particles of unit cell are metallic ions in a sea of electrons. For interparticle forces, ionic solids have electrostatic forces. Covalent networks have covalent bonds. Molecular solids have London forces, dipole-dipole interaction and hydrogen bonds. Metallic solids have metallic bonds, that is attraction between cations and mobile valence electrons. For hardness, ionic solids are hard and brittle. Covalent network solids are very hard. Molecular solids are soft, whereas metallic solids are variable from solid to very hard. The melting points. Ionic solid have high melting point of 600 to 3000 degrees Celsius. Covalent network solids have the highest melting point of 1200 degrees Celsius to 4000 degrees Celsius. Molecular solids have low melting points in a range of -272 degrees Celsius to 400 degrees Celsius. Metallic solids have a very wide range of melting points from -39 degrees Celsius to 3400 degrees Celsius. The thermal and electrical conductivity. Ionic solids are poor electrical conductors in solid state, but they are good conductors when melted or dissolved in water. Covalent network solids are poor conductors of electricity, except graphite, which is a good conductor of electricity, and diamond, which is a good conductor of heat due to the types of bonds present in them. Molecular solids are poor conductor of heat and electricity. Metallic solids are good conductors of heat and electricity. The last point gives us some examples of ionic solid: NaCl, CaF2, that is calcium fluoride, covalent network solids, diamond and silica, molecular solids like ice and benzoic acid, metallic solids like sodium, magnesium, copper, and gold. Here we finish today's video. I hope you have understood the different types of crystalline solids. Thank you for watching this video. In the next video, we shall be studying about crystal structure, unit cell, and Bravais lattices. Until then, stay tuned.